Hello everybody. Today I'm back with the final set of levels for the new update in Dr. Mario World, of course. And honestly, I'm just relieved that I'm done with this world. I had fun with some of the levels, but honestly, I don't know, it seemed like kind of a chore sometimes. And at this level in particular, I was kind of frustrated on, and I think it's kind of my fault. I'll explain that quick first since not much is going on here. I'm just trying to get to the bombs in the middle right now. Basically, I have, you know how I have the point boosting assistance on? Well, I have one that's specifically for the blue characters. If you notice, this level has 0 blue viruses in it. It only has the blue bombs. So I was basically wasting my time this whole time, and I even beat it this time with that assistance still on. I was about to go change it, but then found this discovery here. As you can see, I'm working towards the bottom and leaving the keys up. Every time I had started from the top and had the keys continue to fall, and this was the very first time that I tried this, and I actually won, and I was kind of surprised. Not win, I won every time. The 3 stars was the problem I was having, and I apparently got enough capsules this time to 3-star it. So basically, I just get all these bombs open, and then hit it once with hit one of the bombs, and then the rest of them I'll blow up. And now I'm working my way up to the rest of the viruses, and it's going to do the same thing again. And apparently this was a good strategy. I don't know, like I said, this was the first time I tried it. I am confident you can do it the normal way. Sorry I don't have a video of that way, but this just happened to be the way that worked out for me. But I had been super close plenty of times, and if I had the right point boosting assistance, I definitely would have 3-starred it a lot sooner. I think this is a level that took the most time for me to beat, and it was just simply because of that 3-star completion, which I've noticed has been a little bit more than usual. At least it seems like it's been harder to get more points, but I guess more of the more recent worlds has seen the same way. So I also want to talk real quick, since it's pretty clear what I'm trying to do on screen, that on Twitter, when they announced that Lemmy was coming today, they actually said that they were planning on adding Iggy and Morton at some point as well, which leads me to believe that we'll be getting at least 2 more worlds to get those final 2 doctors. I don't think they'd lie or like say that they planned on having them come if they knew that this was going to be the last world. So I think we're guaranteed to get at least a few more worlds. I've been nervous recently that we're not going to get any more worlds, but I don't know, it seems like with a statement like that they're planning to do a few more at least, and who knows, maybe I'll be here next year still making videos on over 1,000 levels. I have no idea. Or maybe they'll just slow it down a bit more. It was 3 weeks in between the last update and this one, so who really knows at this point. Anyways, this level here was also really frustrating for me, but I had a pretty good run this time. Basically, you can't see any of the viruses on your first go. You kind of have to guess and check or hope that it's going to line up well, and sometimes it's just not. Like here, I'm hoping that there are 2 reds next to each other when I bring this down, and there's just not. So now I need to clear out some stuff up top so I can get down there. And the flasks are constantly spawning in blocks. I think they spawn in shells too. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I think they do. Basically, what you're trying to do now is get to the lock in the middle of each of these colored crate sections and releasing everything, and that allows you to get the colored crates around them, which are necessary to complete. I was going to try and bring in Larry after this if I didn't beat it this time, but I ended up beating it. But I think Larry would be a good choice to bring in as soon as you get it unlocked to use his skill. Also, I considered bringing in Wendy too, because one round I got super frustrated because they kept putting blocks in the way of where I was trying to go, and it just caused me to lose the level really quickly because it kept spawning it in and I didn't have the right colors to make up for that. Anyways, I've gotten all the locks now, so basically what that means is that I need to get the crates in the middle. But that's pretty easy since all you need is 3 of the similar, of the correct color on it. And then the rest of the level is just getting those viruses, making sure there aren't any blocks in your way, and those final green capsules in the corner as well. Now, like I said, those shells spawn in, and those are really helpful, especially if they line up with a line of colored crates. That can make or break a round, honestly. And also where the blocks spawn in can also ruin a round. So there's a lot to take in and a lot of luck involved as well. The blocks can easily just ruin a round for you if you're not getting the right capsules, or you're almost out of capsules and the blocks just spawn right where you need to go. There's really nothing you can do at that point. So there could be some strategy involved with that, with making sure that if you open up a section, to immediately do something with it before the blocks can take it over for you. And at this point here, I've got just these colored crates left. I'm going to use this green one down here, this green shell, to get rid of the red crate there. And then I get super lucky with my last two capsules. Like legitimately, that's like the luckiest I've ever gotten with the last two capsules, that they end up giving me what I need to do it. I was nervous about those blocks screwing it up, but luckily they spawned around it and I was able to beat it. And I had enough points to not need any capsules left over. I don't remember how close I was to the cutoff there. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm just happy I won that one. Again, I think maybe Larry would make it easier, but as you can see, it's definitely possible with other characters. This one I brought in, I tried it a couple times with Wario, and I saw it suggested Ludwig, who I was thinking about as I was playing this level. And I think Ludwig is a good choice. I'm sure if you get a good round, you can do it as Wario too. Maybe in a bad round, you can do it with Wario. I got pretty close, and basically you kind of need to just take your time, kind of think about where you need to go, and at all costs, avoid the fans whenever you can. As you can see, I haven't hit a single fan yet, and now I just hit two there, but now I'm going to try to avoid going over there for a while. Now you can see that red cloud, or like the red virus beneath the cloud there. Leave that there, because as you can see underneath there's another red, and you can have the shell go in between them and then hit them once, and it won't trigger any new fans. As you can see there, I got rid of that, but those greens will eventually trigger those 3 fans, and that's where Ludwig comes in, because if you end up triggering a bunch of fans, then you get Ludwig's skill, and he will take care of that for you. So that's kind of the importance of bringing in Ludwig to this level. And the bottom row is all next to fans, so if you can use the shell at the bottom to get rid of it, that is really helpful as well. The main part of this really is just getting to the shells as quickly as you can and hitting as few fans as you can, getting there. But of course, I'm fairly certain it's impossible to not hit any fans, so you're going to have to do some. But yeah, that entire row will be taken out with that shell, so don't really worry about that. But if some things get iced, you can always leave it up to Ludwig's skill to get rid of that for you. But as you can see here, I just have the single green one. Now, you also have to get rid of all the crates. It will most likely happen as you do it anyways, and these final crates are just covering up this shell here. I know that this is going to trigger the ice, but I know that the shell will hit everything twice, so it won't be a big deal. And I got 3 stars without even needing the extra capsules. And that was by far the best run I had had. I gotten pretty close a few times with Wario, but just wasn't cutting it. And I thought that Ludwig, you know, if I wasn't doing so well with Wario, I might as well try Ludwig. And that was my first try with him. So now we're moving on to, yeah, 699. We're almost to 700. Pretty big milestone, honestly. It's been a while since level 600 for sure. This level I think was the easiest out of all of them. I beat it on my first try. I think this is the only one I beat on my first try out of this set. But basically, you're alternating back and forth, collecting the coins as you go. And you're going to need either a lot of single capsules or a lot of the double capsules that have the same color. Like as you can see, I need the greens on this side. I get a double green to bring down there. And now I go back to the other side and hit that red. And once you get to a point where you can see on the left and the right, they have those colored boxes there. On the left, I have those blues that I'm going to go for in a second. And then on the right, they have the reds that I'm going to go for a little bit after. But basically wait for the keys to get into the spot that you need, and then you can build up from there. You're going to see it in a second here. I didn't explain it all that great, but here I bring down those blues and do that. Now I do have a lot of greens and stuff. I would highly suggest just putting them on top of the keys, because when the keys fall, then you'll be able to use the capsules you didn't need yet. You can use them later. Here I build up to the red there that I needed, and now all of the top is taken care of. So I don't have to build up to it later. That will definitely save you a lot of capsules in the long run. Now we're basically at the bottom, and the final part of it is going to be getting these colored crates as well as the final viruses. But really the most part is going to be colored crates. So Larry might be in your best interest to bring in, because it can be kind of rough. I needed a lot of red at the end, and obviously the game isn't going to give you only red. So if you bring in someone like Larry, you'll most likely do a lot better. As you can see, I have plenty of capsules, so I don't think Wario is necessary to actually beat this level. So I think Larry is probably the best option for sure, just to get rid of all those colored crates on the side. But the main part of it, where you're just alternating back and forth, I like the kind of levels like that to do that, because it is fun to go back and satisfying as well. So this final level here, I was one virus off. I had one of the right colors and I needed one more, and I didn't have any more capsules. So I used the hammer to do it, and then got the heart for beating it and tried it again. And this is the second attempt, and it is super close. You're going to have to watch this one, especially the very ending, because man, they gave me the lucky colors again to beat it. So right away you get all these lecture boxes. They mean nothing. They're the only lecture boxes in the entire level, and they all go away right away. Now you're just working your way down here, hitting the right colors on the right side, making sure to hit all the barrels as you go as well. You don't want to leave them behind, otherwise you're going to have to come back for them later. And then you start getting into the harder parts of the level, where you're going to have to hit these coins on your own. And I think there are like 3 levels maybe where you're doing this kind of same exact thing, where you're getting rid of the coins above these bombs and colored crates, and then getting to those crates after. The level suggested that you bring in someone like Daisy. I would imagine that you would do that to kind of hit these bombs whenever you want. This right side here with that red bomb can be super annoying for sure. And I could definitely see Daisy coming in handy on just doing that for you. But I also think someone like Larry could be very good as well, because those colored crates often are the only thing standing between you and that bomb. As you can see it there, I had to get rid of those colored crates just to get to this red bomb here. And once you make that level, you're doing the same exact thing again, working your way through. And then I think the next part is the final part of the level there. And again, Wario cuts it super close, but because you have so many viruses, or so many capsules with Wario, it ends up working out. But make sure to kind of leave the bottom alone until you get rid of all the coins above it, because if you start hitting bombs below that, you're just going to waste your time and capsules, because you're going to have to go back for those coins anyways. So you might as well wait to get all the coins around you first and then hit those. And actually there's another section after this one. Oh my gosh, this level's longer than I remembered. It really is kind of repetitive, which is unfortunate. I think maybe one less level would have been plenty, but either way, we're getting into this last section here. You're doing the same thing again, getting rid of all the coins, and then there's that final row of doors and coins, and you just need to hit these bombs basically. Once you hit all the coins, then you just need to hit the bombs, and all the coins will blow up, all the colored crates will blow up. Of course, to get to that red one, you're going to have to destroy the red crates next to it, but then, yeah, the bombs are going to do basically all the work for you. So as you can see, I'm trying to hit these coins first before going for the bombs, because of that reason alone. Here I'm able to hit that because once the coins open up, the bomb will hit it on its second explosion, and then the rest of the level is just hitting these final floating viruses. And that's where it came in, where I was missing a single color that I needed. It was super close the first time I did it. like it was almost this exact same thing, except this time I got just the right colors. You know, I'm looking and I'm just like, all I need is green, just give me green. And they would not do it. I'm lucky I had a rainbow capsule as well, because I just needed that singular green there to use. And then you can look and I'm like, I have 0 capsules. I hit those reds together and get just enough points. If I hadn't put those reds together, I wouldn't have gotten 3 stars, which probably would have been more frustrating than just not being the level altogether. So yeah, and in so many ways, that level was super close to me losing. But as you can see here, we've got Sushi, the shark, just swimming back here, and I thought that was pretty cool. I don't see them adding characters like that all that often, but it is cool that he's kind of just swimming back there. Anyways, the video is ending. Thank you for watching all the videos today. Looking forward to the next updates and unlocking the other characters. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.